Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Brady and the Kansas City Chiefs versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the Houston Texans.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really...
It's been a rough year for folks all across this great country, but football's back. The Texans and Chiefs, 2020 season underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, open man, and again it's Sutton. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Now second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Got a man open, it's Sutton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Second and 8 coming up.
At the 8-yard line.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback in his 7th season now from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Number 26.
Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brady.
7-yard line.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Evan Ingram.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Chidobe Awuzie on the tackles.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this one's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39.
Play action. Garoppolo. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 39, Garoppolo. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And now out comes Houston. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He completes it to Tate. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It'll be a gain of 4, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year in a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Houston.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker cover him, quarterback cover him, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Brady. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The give is to Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gain in that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards, the final tally. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4.
At the Texans' 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And less than a yard.
Brady going to go on 4th down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Let's go!
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Gano for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Caught here by Bell. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Slayton. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they take a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as that promises to be a tight one. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cincinnati, where it'll be the Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. This one is Slayton over the middle. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Texans.
A give to Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bell, the ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Le'Veon Bell,
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Barr brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Barkley on the carry. Jadeveon Clowney brought him down. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
45-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The stop made by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slay.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Barkley.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 7 operating from the 34.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Brady. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
To Saquon Barkley.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Garoppolo's pass.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jeffrey Simmons gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball. And
you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
they'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's got his man. This is Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Caught here by Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Covered by Kevin Byers.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And Tate's got it. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Room here to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno.
Yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.